Good morning, everybody, and welcome on into Indie Horror Sunday, where we're getting into potentially three, new-ish indie horror games. Some newer than others. One came out earlier this month and looks to be pretty good, and that's where we're kicking it off today with Fear the Moon. You don't see too many werewolf games, it feels like, in all of horror gaming. There's probably maybe 2 or 3 I can even maybe name. But we're checking this one out today. It's supposed to be good, looked really cool, and the reviews on Steam for it are
you are wearing a very well-tailored person's
pretty good so far.
44 incredible horror-filled months in a well-tailored suit.
44 months. Drakduck coming on in with 44 well-tailored months
into the suit.
Thank you so much for that 44 months. And I'm going to let this rerun here since this ran during the intro. There we go. Eccentric Meal coming on in with 38 months.
Into the suit.
Thank you so much, both of you, for your continued support. I really appreciate it. Can we get some hearts in chat for Drakduck and an Eccentric Meal, please? Hope you both are having a really good day today. And I hope everybody's ready to get into these indie horror games. No, it's been a little bit. We didn't stream last week. Last Sunday, of course, was Mother's Day. And I hope everybody had a really nice day, whether you were able to do something or you just enjoyed your Sunday. But we're back, and we got some random tidbits here and there, though I don't want to take too much time going over the news stuff from the week, because I want to get into these games. But before we do, how's everybody doing today? Let me get out some shout outs to everybody who's come on in so far this morning. Major Bashir, welcome on in. Centric Meal, welcome on in. Chris Setsuko, good morning to you. Welcome on in. Mac Merlin, welcome on in. Took your mom to see Gabriel Iglesias on Friday for Mother's Day. Nice. Nice. You have a good time? That's pretty cool. Oh, man. So much to talk about, but I picked a few little tidbits here. So probably the biggest thing for news is Pyramid Head has been revealed for the new Silent Hill movie, and some people are happy about it. A lot of people seem to not be happy about it. I'm under the opinion of I just don't know if I care. But this is what it looks like. This is it. And that's my cue from Elgato to open its software temporarily so it can itself. Alright, hold on. There we go. Okay. See, now it looks good. Alright, anyway. That is the new Pyramid Head. And can I zoom in on this a little bit here? Kind of. So this is it. And this is the design. Pseudo, welcome on. How you doing today? You know, it's obviously slightly different because they've added this nail mouth whatever thing to the front of it. I guess it doesn't necessarily look horrible. It's just slightly different. In fact, it's, you know, if I'm going to be frank, it doesn't look too much different. Like in the original Pyramid Head, this is just a solid piece. In this one, it's this. The director claimed or stated that when he started making this movie, he was going to have to adjust Pyramid Head so it didn't look like the Pyramid Head from the first movie he did, which was the biggest bunch of bullshit considering this is the only movie Pyramid Head's even going to matter in because it's the Silent Hill 2 movie. In his first movie, Pyramid Head shouldn't have been in it in general. But whatever. It is what it is. I don't know if I care. I don't expect the movie to even be that good, if we're going to be honest. I mean, I'll see it for sure when it comes out, but I have zero expectations of this thing being any good. he did do the first Silent Hill movie, not the second one. So if anything, we might be able to say it could be a decent horror movie. Just don't know if I expect it to be a decent Silent Hill movie. You like the nails a bit more. You always wondered how Pyramid Head could see. It's supposed to be, almost supernatural. Although he doesn't technically exist. So I don't know if you need eyes to see if you don't exist. But in any case, like, it didn't look that bad to me. It's fine. It is what it is. People throwing a big fit about it. Like, I kind of get it. This was the movie Pyramid Head should have only been in, is this movie. And the fact that they changed his appearance for this movie because he was in another movie he should have never been in is a little ridiculous. But, I mean, let's just get over it. Like, Silent Hill is what it is these days. Like, we've spent so many years bitching and complaining about the state of Silent Hill. Just kind of over it. Like, I don't expect Silent Hill to ever be the Silent Hill we want it to be ever again. For, like, the past, 20 years now or something at this point. So let's just be I don't want to say grateful we're getting new content, but let's just go with the flow and see where it goes rather than doing so many judgments at this point, huh? Headcanon. Frank Sunderland had his son use the tiny hands to clean the toilet clog as a kid. Wow. Those toilet clogs, huh? Well, anyway, Pyramid Head, stuff and things. GTA 6 has a narrowed release window that nobody should believe that's being talked about right now. I say that because nobody knows. And there's even talks that it might get delayed. But the rumored release window is fall of next year, so, roughly 18 months away from now. I don't think anybody... Well, I guess it wouldn't be 18 months, would it? No, I mean... 15 to 18 months anyway. Nobody knows when this game is going to come out. Rockstar probably doesn't know when the game's going to come out. And I'm sure if they need to, they'll delay it and make sure it's at a usable state when it releases. They're pretty good about their releases. But don't get your hopes too high that it's going to come out next year at all. If it does, great. If you want to be one of the first people to play this game and not wait for it to come out on PC, I'd highly recommend considering a PlayStation at this point. I know the PlayStation Pro will probably be released before this thing, and that's going to be the best experience for this game by far. PlayStation Pro is probably going to come out towards the end of this year. That's going to be the system to play GTA 6 on. Having said that, new graphics cards are coming out at the end of this year. If you're buying one for GTA 6, don't. By the time GTA 6 for PC comes out, we'll probably be looking at the next generation of graphics cards. And considering how Rockstar really likes to push the envelope with their settings, you're probably going to want to wait for that next gen graphics card. So keep that in mind when all the new cards come out this year. The 6,000 series. 5,000 series is happening this year. GTA 6 for PC will be out around the 6,000 release, because they'll no doubtedly delay this thing a year for PC. At least a year. Maybe longer. And considering we'll already be halfway through the graphics card generation for the 5,000 series when this thing comes out on PlayStation, when it comes out on PC, the 6,000 series will then be the one to get. So, yeah, things to keep in mind. New tech all the time gets a little tedious. Well, I just had a topic and then I lost it. Oh, I remembered. There's been a lot of rumors floating around over this past week about Resident Evil's next entry into the series. And surprise to nobody, it's going to probably be a remake. Now, the one that's been rumored to be a remake coming out is Resident Evil 1, which, if you've been a viewer of this channel for a while, should not be a surprise to you whatsoever. Now, this is not something that's been confirmed by Capcom. You know, they haven't had a press conference, a showcase, anything to say that, yes, this is in fact what we're working on. I think it is extremely likely this is in fact the game that they're working on. It just makes sense. It just makes complete perfect sense that they're going to do Resident Evil 1 again. I mean, they're running out of remakes to work with that are good, first off. You think they have 4 remakes left in the pipeline for the main series, because apparently they don't ever want to do Outbreak ever and give us a good multiplayer remake. So we'll just forget that that even exists for a moment. But they have 4 entries left. They have, wait, is it even 4 or is it 3? I think I'm counting one twice, frankly. They have Resident Evil, no, it is 4. Resident Evil 5, which was like an okay-ish game. I think if they gave it a proper remake treatment, we could get something really satisfying out of 5. 5 was not a bad game. Its AI was horrible, which made it really difficult to play with unless you were playing with somebody. But it just wasn't super scary. I think they could revisit 5. 5 had a decent enough foundation that they could redo it and make 5 something special for a remake. Now, I don't think they could do jack with 6. Resident Evil 6 is one of the biggest dumpster fires in gaming. Resident Evil 6 makes Silent Hill Downpour look great. It's just absolute crap. So, what else do they have? They have Resident Evil 1, and they have Code Veronica. I would throw Resident Evil 0 in there, but I don't think Capcom even wants to acknowledge Resident Evil 0 exists. Kind of feels like they forgot about that one for a very long time. But if you want to, we could throw that one in there as well. Resident Evil 0 did not get a lot of great feedback when it came out. It did some experimental stuff. Things I liked. I actually really enjoyed Resident Evil 0. But I know a lot of people hated that game. So 1 makes perfect sense. It's one of the favorites. There's a Resident Evil anniversary coming up soon. Resident Evil 1 release date came out March 22nd, 1996. We are coming up on the 30th anniversary of Resident Evil. Would not surprise me if they tried to make Resident Evil 1 remake line up exactly with that release of the original game. Makes sense. You might say, well, hey, we've already had a Resident Evil 1 remake. Yes, we have. And it's one of the best, if not the best, remakes ever done. But it's old at this point. Capcom has come out with the RE engine since then, which they've done RE2, RE3 for better or worse, Resident Evil 4 remake, Resident Evil 7. And it's great. It's such a good engine. Village, such a great engine. It's so good. I absolutely love what they've done with the RE engine, and I would love to see Resident Evil 1 done in that engine. With today's technology, oh man, the things they could do with Resident Evil 1 would be so, so good. And I hope that they take from the stuff and changes that they made in the current remake for the remake, because those changes were great. Like lighting the zombies on fire, that was like icing on the cake. It was great. So I think this is highly likely. I also think it's highly likely that after Resident Evil 1 remake comes out, or at least in the vicinity of it, we're probably going to get Code Veronica. Resident Evil 1 and Code Veronica, at least Resident Evil 1 remake and Code Veronica, they share a lot of the same assets. And looking at Capcom's history, they love releasing games back to back that can reuse the same assets. I mean, they've been doing this really heavily lately, if you think about it. Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, both in Raccoon City, used like 90% of the same assets. It was an easy game to process out because they didn't have to do much redesigning. You go forward a little bit, yet Resident Evil Village and Resident Evil 4 Remake. A lot of the same assets used between those two. A lot of recycling going on. Resident Evil 1 Remake and Resident Evil Code Veronica could use a lot of the same assets. There's even a part, if you remember, in Code Veronica that you're in like essentially a duplicate of the Spencer Mansion. They could literally drag and drop that entire section of Resident Evil into Code Veronica's remake, and they're done. So I think this is probably what we're going to see. It doesn't surprise me at all that they've been talking about this being in the works. We've talked about this a lot here on the channel, that I'm pretty sure this is where they're going with things. So be interesting to see it happen. I think RE1 Remake is all but confirmed, and I'd be really surprised if we don't see Code Veronica with it. Or, you know, around it, either a year before or a year after it. Over the shoulder, yeah. Lochner, how you doing today? Welcome on in. War On, welcome. How you doing? Faj, welcome on in. How you doing today? At least they recovered with 7 and 8. They did. Resident Evil 7 put so much life back into the series. Like, if it wasn't for 7, it would have been like Silent Hill all over again. Because 6 was so bad. 6 was like just this horrible, horrible game that I frankly feel a little bad for them about it. Because it was kind of like they lost their way with Resident Evil, right? Like, Resident Evil 4, the original, as much as we all love the original Resident Evil 4, it was the sign of bad things to come, and nobody knew it at the time because they went so actiony, but everybody embraced it. When it came out, it was fantastic. People, oh, this is so good. I like the action. I like the upgrade system. It's Resident Evil. It's got a lot of horror to it still. And then 5 amped up on that action. And then 6 tried to give you all the action in the world, on top of it having 4 campaigns. 4 full campaigns. I mean, that's another reason why I don't think they're going to touch Resident Evil 6 as a remake. Could you imagine Capcom trying to take on a remake and having to do all 4 campaigns again? It would be the biggest undertaking ever. There's no way they could do that. There's no way. Like, unless they wanted to merge them into one singular campaign that was extremely long. We're talking like a 50-hour campaign that just keeps swapping between the different people as playable characters. Maybe. But that story in general was pretty, you know, shit. So I kind of hope they just throw it in a dumpster. Revelations was good. 2 was all right. 2 was good. It was just different. And it depends how you experienced 2, right? So I had a poor experience with 2 because I played Resident Evil 2, or excuse me, Revelations 2 with a friend, and we did that co-op. And if you're familiar with Revelations 2 co-op, you're either the character that matters or you're a boring character that does nothing but point at shit. And that was me, pointing at things the entire game while they shot things and actually had the Resident Evil experience. It was boring and stupid and one of the worst co-op experiences I've ever seen in a game with Revelations 2. It felt like an afterthought. Even more of an afterthought than Resident Evil 6 Ada Wong's co-op did, which if you ever played that was absolutely an afterthought, because they didn't have co-op with her campaign in the original RE6 release. They added it later, and they did it very haphazardly, to the point that your character, while you could shoot and do damage and kill enemies, really didn't matter, because they didn't integrate the second character into any of the cutscenes. If Ada went into a new area, you would rubber band into her area that she just entered into. It was dumb. It was really stupid. Resident Suit. What? Thank you, Drac. Anyway, Resident Evil, it's gonna happen, and we'll see. I think it makes way more sense for them to focus on some more remakes at this time because I don't even know if they know what to do for a next major entry into the series. I'm sure they're floating ideas, but with where Village ended, it left a lot of weird things in the air, right? Like we saw Chris and I can't even think of her name, but get into that helicopter and fly away. You know, the DLC, Ethan's daughter. Get into that helicopter and fly away, and you saw one of the helicopter pilots or crew was dead, and it looked very Resident Evil 6 in terms of the way they looked when they died, and it made me really worry that they're going to go back down the RE6 route. Yeah, Mia, thank you. Also, the DLC for Village, that Mia DLC, like, while it was fine for what it was, I don't want to see a game with her in it. Purely because her supernatural abilities are going to just taint the franchise. I don't think Resident Evil should be this franchise about all this supernatural abilities and all of a sudden we're entering into like the MCU with Resident Evil essentially with all these supernatural stuff. Like we've had supernatural things here and there in Resident Evil. I mean, Wesker and his OP-ness. And then all the other people with their OP-ness, you know, just being so overpowered. It's ridiculous. But it's all been like biological stuff we've tried to take into account. Mia's ability, while it's supposed to be biological, feels way more like a superpower than anything else. And I don't really know if we want to start going down the superhero path with the Resident Evil franchise. It's like you might as well just throw it in a dumpster at that point. I don't know what else they could do with this franchise. But I really want them to stay with their roots. You know, maybe more isolated incidents, isolated places. If they want to do another like Raccoon City type of disaster in a city or something, go with it. But, you know, make it more like they did with Village or RE2, you know. Don't do it RE6 style again. Devil May Cry RE crossover? No. I would pass on that. Mr. Fiendish, how you doing? Welcome on in. Rez Jugglist, welcome on in. How you doing? Strider, welcome. The whole DLC is definitely a test bed for Jake Wesker. I mean, Resident Evil San Francisco. I mean, they could do Resident Evil wherever they would want to do it. I just feel like it's better to do it in tiny towns, enclosed areas, villages, things like that, to where you get a lot of horror, right? We've seen them try to do Resident Evil on a grander scale, and the horror just goes right out the window, because then it just turns into action, which is what made Resident Evil 6, one of the things that made Resident Evil 6 so shitty, is they tried to make it like this world cataclysmic event of bioweapons being used everywhere and the whole world was crumbling and Umbrella was trying to take their hold on everything, and it was just like, I see what you guys are doing, but I just don't like it. This isn't scary. This is action. Revive Steve. Steve? I mean, if we get to a Code Veronica remake, maybe. Resident Evil Texas, they could. There's a lot of little towns in Texas. I mean, Texas Chainsaw. Essentially, Resident Evil 7 had a lot of Texas Chainsaw vibes in it with that house and the location. I mean, granted, it was a swamp, so it doesn't fully transition into that, but did have similar feels here and there for sure. It was delivered very poorly. I liked what they tried to do. I liked the vision they had of like, let's throw a campaign for Chris and Leon and Ada Wong, since everybody's been wanting Ada Wong content forever at that time. Let's introduce a new character, Jake. Let's make this amazing epic saga with 4 full campaigns that, you know, overlap each other at times, and you get to see everybody's perspective and all this stuff. It was this massive undertaking of a title that was just so poorly done. They lost their vision of it. I don't know. But anyway, Resident Evil stuff and things. Last of Us Season 2 images have been appearing, and we've seen pretty much almost nothing about The Last of Us Season 2 just yet, except 2 pictures, one with Pedro Pascal, which looks like it's from the infamous dance from the very beginning, or one of the flashbacks in part 2, and a scene here with Ellie holding a shotgun in some sort of location. But, you know, that's it. That's all we get to see. Just a couple screenshots here. Really don't know anything else about it. I guess that's no, that's just more of that, just inversed. But, you know, this is all we get to see. Now, I really wonder what they're going to do with Season 2. And it does make me a little nervous that they may try to rewrite a lot of the game for Season 2. I mean, I'm sure at this point we've all probably played The Last of Us Part 2 or watched somebody play The Last of Us Part 2. And you know what happens to Joel within like the first hour of the game, if even an hour. You know what happens. And while a lot of people didn't like that, I felt it was the perfect thing for them to do in the game to drive another major movement to justify the game. It had to be something crazy to happen in that game to justify it after how big part 1 was and what they were trying to do with it. They had enough flashbacks throughout the game to kind of fill that void after Joel. They had a lot of really good content in that game, and it was done really well. But, you know, The Last of Us TV series, everybody loved Joel in that show, or Pedro Pascal in that show. He did such a good job being Joel. I really hope that they don't try to rewrite the main story of 2 and make it so he stays through it. You know, they got to do him like they did him in the game and give that powerful process to the show. It's also going to be kind of weird too. I mean, seeing him go from the show, it's going to raise a lot of questions to you know, the future of the show in general. I'm sure that they're trying to carefully pick the cast going forward to make it so we can really have people to go off of once he's no longer there. Like, you know, part 1, Joel was always there. The show and the game, he was always there. In part 2, he's not there for 99% of the game. Even in part 2, they had, what was her name? Dana? They're trying to kind of fill those Joel gaps, but she's not there through all the game either. So are they going to introduce another character, or is it going to be like the game to where, you know, it's largely just you and Ellie, or later on it's going to be you and I can't even think of her name. Abby. And how are they going to do part 2 for the show? Are they going to do it like they did in the game, to where, you know, because they said that it's going to be 2 seasons for the second game. They're going to do 2 full seasons. So is season 1 going to be, you know, Ellie up to the theater scene? and then season 2 will be mostly Abby up into the theater scene, and then it'll end with Ellie like it did in the game? Or are they going to like cross them over a bunch and try to blend them and merge them? I don't know. It's going to be really interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Still wish we would have gotten more episodes for season 1. I know HBO didn't expect this to be as big a success as it was, but season 1 should have been longer. Season 1 should have been 2 seasons. Oh man. Before the next game is going to match the show. Will the chicken come before the egg? Who knows? Next time on Soap. Yeah, Joel will have to be off by the 2nd or 3rd to the latest. Yeah, who knows how long they'll do that, right? Like, there's definite pre-content that they could do. Like, they could keep him alive for the full first episode and maybe have him, you know, get capped in the 2nd episode at the latest. I feel like if they had him still alive by the 3rd episode, we're cutting into some game content here. But I don't know. I'm really interested to see how they're going to do it. I didn't realize there was going to be a Gears of War TV show. I'm interested in that now. Sort of what they did with Daryl's character in the first season. So, I guess I haven't fully read through the Walking Dead comics then, or at least I don't remember it. I was always under the impression that Daryl never existed in the Walking Dead comics. Unless they misspoke when I was watching one of the making of episodes of like the first season. Somebody claimed that when Norman Reedus came into audition for The Walking Dead, he originally auditioned for Merle's character, his brother, who in that show, who's played oh crap, who plays his brother? Really good actor. Dude was in like Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. He's been in like Michael Rourke, something like that. Great actor. He interviewed for his role and did the audition for his role, and they said, no, we actually have Rooker. Thank you. They're like, no, we're actually gonna end up giving this to Rooker over here, but we liked your performance so much that we're gonna create a brand new character for the show called Daryl. And he wasn't supposed to be in there. He's never in the comics, and it's one of the things that really altered the show from the comics was his addition to the show. It also kind of took away from a lot of things. Like, I know everybody was pretty happy with Norman Reedus and they liked his character and what he brought to it, but he was invincible and untouchable in that show, right? Like, they could never kill him off. They could never do anything. They never wanted to get rid of him. He was just always there. And it just kind of got a little tedious. They also made him kind of overpowered too in that show. Like, he could get out of any situation. He had infinite bows for his gun. He was like The Walking Dead's equivalent to a superhero. I mean, outside of Morgan, what they did with Morgan's character, and again, like, maybe this was something in the later issues of The Walking Dead that I didn't catch. I couldn't take that seriously. Like, they made him seem like this martial arts master walking around with that staff, beating people up. It was just silly. And I think they introduced him like that in Fear the Walking Dead, which was about the time I stopped watching Fear the Walking Dead. When I turned it on and I saw him, and I was like, oh, great, they're bringing him back. I loved his character. And then I saw what they did with him, and I was like, never mind. He had a lot of plot armor. All right. In other tech news, and then we're going to get into one movie trailer, and then we're going to start these games. So for those who have watched or heard about the new Apple processor that got released, I know some people follow Apple stuff, some people don't. Weird debates that happen whenever anybody brings up Apple stuff, but They announced a new CPU, which is actually something that everybody should be pretty excited about because it's going to keep pushing the envelope of competitors, looking at AMD and Intel and Qualcomm for that in that ballpark. Their new CPU is ridiculous, and I can't believe they put it in a fucking iPad first versus actually putting it in a computer. But when it actually hits a computer, it's going to be ridiculous. This thing is debatably the fastest processor ever created by a lot. The fastest current PC processor, the Intel 3900K, in benchmarks gets a score of 3100 in the Geekbench test. The new Apple processor has been seen to get 4,000, 25% faster than the fastest offering single core from Intel. That's insane. That's really, really fast. Like miles above what AMD and Intel currently have. Not only does it operate much faster, it runs much cooler. It's, it's just really impressive, the generational leap that they've been able to come out with this. Unfortunately, again, it's only in an iPad right now, but it's going to hit PCs probably by the end of this year, if not next month during their developer conference. And this is going to be crazy. Now, this probably doesn't affect most of you in here because I know the big thing with Apple in general is, can you game on it? And yes, but you shouldn't because there's not a lot of gaming support on Apple. But for literally everything else you could do, creative work, graphic design, video editing, whatever, this is going to be a massive selling point to people in that arena to get something that powerful. So I thought it was worth mentioning. Is super cool. Super, super cool.
Wearing a very well-tailored person suit.
Oh boy, Indie Games. Happy Suit Stream Day.
Agnes, thank you so much for the 38 months.
Into the suit.
I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the 38 months of continued support. Hope you're having a really good day. Some hearts in chat for Magnus. And the 38 months, please. So that iPad is super. It's a super nice iPad. Like, they added an OLED display to it, but this new OLED, which is, they're calling it tandem OLED because, you got to put weird catchy phrases on everything, but they've literally put an OLED screen on top of an OLED screen to double the brightness. And it actually seems to work really well. 1,000 nits in SDR and HDR up to 1600 with this stacked OLED panel is just really, really impressive. And then they were able to make it really thin and lighter by decreasing the overall size of it, obviously, and the battery. It has less battery in it than the previous generation, but the same battery life because those new processors are so efficient that it uses half the power. Like, it's nuts. Like, I don't know what they're doing over there at Apple headquarters over at One Infinite Loop, but they got some like crazy shit going on over there with their CPUs. It is nuts. All right. Movie stuff and then the game. So movie, one thing I wanted to mention, watched a movie recently that I think is definitely worth checking out. You can see it on Shudder, which if you're not subscribed to Shudder, and you do get Shudder in your region, because I know it's not available everywhere, you gotta check out Shudder. I love Shudder. Horror movies galore. New content, original series. You got Joe Bob Briggs over there. If you're not familiar with who he is, you're missing out. Hands down, the best horror host ever. And he's still doing it every other Friday on Shudder. But watched a Shudder original called Skinamarink. This movie was really cool. Very interesting premise. And I don't want to spoil too much of it because I don't know how many people have seen it, and I hate talking about something I just saw and then spoiling everything. But really interesting premise, just to give you what you would have seen in the trailer. It involves two kids, very young kids, like one is 4, and I don't know how old the other one is, but I want to say maybe 5. I don't even think 6, but pretty young children. And they wake up one night, and all the doors and windows of their house are gone. So it's super interesting. I really liked it. I liked what they did. I liked the atmosphere. I liked that they tried to really dig into what you might have experienced as a little kid with how you perceive things, how you think about things at that age, how you might experience this whole event and what would be going through your mind. It's really good. I will give a heads up. It is what probably a lot of people would say a slow burn of a movie. But I liked it a lot. I think they had a really cool job here with this movie. I think it looks really good. It has a great dreamy, otherworldly look to it throughout the entire thing. And you just got to watch it and experience it for yourself. Highly recommend Skinamarink. It was a really, really cool movie. Late Night with the Devil. I did see that a couple weeks ago. That was a cool movie. Late Night with the Devil with David. I'm going to say his last name wrong. Dashmanchian, something like that. That's probably way off, but you know who I'm talking about. Dude's a really good actor. I saw him in that. And then last week, I saw him in Last Voyage of the Demeter, which I was really happy with. Man, that movie was cool. You've been holding out on seeing Last Voyage of the Demeter. It's absolutely worth watching. If you have no idea what I'm even talking about, it's a movie based on a portion of Bram Stoker's Dracula when he's essentially taking his trip from his castle to London. And he goes there by boat, and the boat's name was the Demeter. A lot of stuff happens on that boat, as you can imagine, transporting Dracula from one country to another. But he played a pretty main role in that movie, and it was really cool. Great job. Dracula looked really, really interesting. I still kind of wish they would have been able to get... I mean, maybe they didn't even float this idea, but it would have been cool if they could have gotten Gary Oldman to reprise his role during that, just to get some more integration between Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula and this movie. But it's great on its own. Highly recommend that movie too. It was really good. It was a good movie. And yeah, no, he is a fantastic actor. A lot of times as a side character and stuff. I think the first time I ever remembered seeing him was in Batman The Dark Knight. He was one of the Joker's followers, I guess. And he nailed that role. Like really, really well. Like it was completely believable. His level of just being absolutely psychotic and out there. And he did such a good job. He's played a lot of roles where he's kind of had that psychotic mental disturbance to him, to his character. And he's just got such great range. So 3 movies, absolutely recommend them. Skinamarink, Late Night with the Devil. Both of those are actually on Shudder. Another good reason to subscribe to Shudder. And Last Voyage of the Demeter, which currently I want to say is on... I want to say that's on Paramount Plus. No, it's not. It's on Showtime. Well, kind of, right? Because Paramount Plus and Showtime, they merged. So if you get Paramount Plus, you also get Showtime. So I guess Paramount Plus Showtime. Yeah. All right. Here we go. We're going to watch this trailer, then we're going to get into the game. New trailer for a movie I'm interested in checking out. I haven't watched this trailer yet. It's called Long Legs, and it's a new horror movie who is going to feature Nicolas Cage. And man, Nicolas Cage is another actor with some great range to him. Really interesting actor to watch. He's done so much cool shit. Let's watch this. Let me see if I can up the quality here. 1080p enhanced. Yeah, let's restart this. Doesn't show too much. The gist I get from what I know about this movie, which is admittedly not much, is Nicolas Cage plays a serial killer. So interested to see it. Dude has a lot of range to him. The movie looks like it could be really good. Atmosphere that we can get off the trailer looks pretty solid. Looks like there's some cryptic Zodiac stuff going on there. Can see him doing like weird stuff. It's hard to tell what to think too much about this movie, but I'm interested for it. I will watch it when it comes out, and hopefully it comes out sometime soon. It says coming soon, which means nothing unless there's a date, because coming soon could be 5 years from now. Oh yeah, Nick Cage is great. Like, he does such a good job in really everything he does. He's done some interesting stuff too. You know, one of my favorite movies he's done in like the past, I think it's 5 years, within the past 5 years, is Mandy. Which I know we've talked about that here a bunch. If you guys haven't seen Mandy, that movie is insane. It's so good. Color Out of Space was really cool. That was a really cool movie. I still haven't seen him do, or which movie was that came out? Renfield? I haven't watched that yet. It didn't necessarily spark me as being maybe super good. I'm sure his performance is fine, but I haven't seen that yet. But he's done a lot of really good shit. A lot of really good stuff over the years. But yeah, not too much else to say about this. We just gotta wait for it. Alright, so that's it. That's going to conclude the movie news-ish portion of the stream. We're going to get into some games now. Can you believe it? Actual games. Alright, let me fire this up. We'll switch back on over. Playing Fear the Moon. Willy's Wonderland was great. It's by far the best Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Like, if you've seen the Five Nights at Freddy's movie that came out like a year or two ago, that movie is horrible. They're making a sequel to it, and I don't know why. It just wasn't good. It was just... I don't get it. It's kind of like, you know what other movie they're making a sequel to that I don't get? Was Roadhouse. Like, the original Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze is a excellent movie. Really great film. The Roadhouse they did recently with Jake Gyllenhaal, and this isn't a knock on Jake Gyllenhaal, because he's a really good actor and he's been in a lot of good shit. The movie sucked. It's like they completely didn't understand the original movie whatsoever and just tried to make a movie based on the name, and that there was going to happen to be a bar in it, which they named the Roadhouse instead of it being a roadhouse. Like, they didn't even understand that. It was just stupid. It was such a stupid, predictable, boring movie. I hated that movie. It was just really bad. Really, really shitty movie. Can't recommend that Roadhouse, that newer one. It was insufferable. It was so bad. You know, like, you watch the original Roadhouse, and it's so much more than just like a movie about a bar or a movie about a bouncer, which is what Patrick Swayze played. It's got like this whole like lifestyle and philosophy of life to it, and how he deals and handles with things, and this whole buildup of this town under this oppression of this insane dude, and what all the business owners are having to go through because of this asshole, and just all this like great elements to a story. And they didn't understand that at all when they made the new one. They didn't get it. They're like, oh, bouncer in a bar. We'll name the bar the Roadhouse because reasons. And we'll say that he wasn't a bouncer before, that he was like the best MMA fighter in existence. And surprise, he's got to fight another MMA fighter. At the end of it, surprise. It's just such a different shitty... If you watch both of them back to back, watch the first one if you've never seen it, the original Roadhouse. Watch it, enjoy it, you're gonna love it. It's a great movie. And then watch the new one, and then just be like, why? What did you do here? What is this? It's really bad. It's a shitty movie. All right, let's look at this. Graphics. Ultra, good. Frame, VSync, VHS. Yeah, I guess VHS. We might turn that off depending on how bad that VHS effect is, but we'll leave that on. It's a great movie. Every time I really kick the hell out of something, I say, Roadhouse. This reminds me of that Family Guy. House. Roadhouse. That too. Nobody probably knows what I'm talking about. Alright. If you cannot see the A, then please adjust the brightness until it's barely visible, which we can see it a lot right now. It's so much darker. I'm looking on stream camera to see when it's barely visible. I'm thinking like right about there, which is considerably lower than it was set to. Alright, here we go. Werewolves. Why do they keep remaking phenomenal movies from the past when there's so many flops? Yeah. Jane. That dream again. Well, I guess I should get up anyway. Yeah, no, they're just trying to go for nostalgia. Like, that's such a big thing right now. It's like, oh, nostalgia, let's remake something. Nostalgia. Like, they're remaking another movie right now, too, and I don't know why. And I'm trying to think which one it was. Oh, this is not going to be a great explanation. I was really surprised that they were doing it. I'm not going to remember. If I can remember what it is, I'll bring it back up. Hey, we played. Inspect. Won't be needing any of that today. Oh, hey. Hey, Faj. Faj gifting a sub to Roadhouse. Faj, thank you so much for gifting that sub. Some hearts in chat for Faj. Let me... Oh, I gotta fix the streak counter, too. I never reset it, so we're at 3 right now. And we'll move that back to streak 1. There we go. There we go. It was some other movie that they're gonna... Whoa. Almost looked like I was gonna clip through that. Is this a phone? Check notifications. Oh, looks like Melissa called me. I guess I should call her back. Alright, there we go. Hey Jane, it's been a while. Yeah, it has. I hope you've been alright. Yeah, I've been great actually. Just busy. How about you? Doing alright. Not dead. That's good to hear. I was beginning to wonder. Can't get rid of me that easily. Hey, I'm gonna be back in town soon. We should hang out. Really? That'd be great. Yeah. Jack actually had an idea where we could go on a little camping trip this weekend, like old times. Would you be interested? Haha, yeah, that could be fun. Great! I'm so excited. I think James is coming too. Really? What's the occasion? It's a secret. Oh, come on. Nope. You'll have to wait. Fine, fine. Oh. Oh, here we go. Somewhere, Ohio. A lot of classic scenes in Roadhouse. A lot of classic scenes. That's a really good movie. Ooh. The werewolf scoping us out. Well, we're here. This is the campsite? Yeah. Nice, isn't it? I don't know. What do you think? I mean, it's fine. It's a big open area. I like it. Yeah, it's cool, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me. At least we can have a fire. We used to hang out near here forever ago. I guess you guys didn't come along. Well, we should start getting things set up before it gets dark. 6 p.m. Chapter 1, Reunion. Alright. Chapter 1, here we go. Ducks. What's this? Hot dogs. Hot damn. Alright. Beer. Silverware. Beer. Ear. Alright. Guessing this is sleeping bag stuff. Alright. Hey, Cephalopod, welcome on in. You love Somewhere, Ohio. As much as undecided, Ohio. I know, right? Well, oh, am I supposed to talk to this dude? He looks like he... Yep, here we go. Hey, I'm glad you ended up coming. Well, Melissa wouldn't really take no for an answer. But yeah, me too. It's nice to see you. Yeah, you too. Do you need help with anything? It looks like we forgot to buy firewood on the way here. Melissa won't be too happy about that. Yeah. There might be some firewood left over inside a shack that's nearby. Do you think you could go grab it? Sure. How do I get there? Oh, it's not far. Just follow the right path until you find it. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Cool. It's gonna get dark soon, though. You should take this. Lantern, alright. Thanks. Try not to get lost. You can equip items or view objects through your inventory. Inventory can be opened by tab or I. Alright. There we go. Hey, we got the hot dogs in our inventory. Everything will be all right now. What's that? Oh, it's birds. Birds! I've been sprinting already, game. Hey, look at that. Raccoon. Hold on a second, guys. Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. Raccoon. See if we can, Ah! Raccoon noises. Oh, hey, little guy. It seems friendly. I guess it's used to people giving it food out here. Maybe I could find something to give it back at the camp. No need. We got hot dogs. I want to give it the hot dogs. Oh, there we go. It took that hot dog. Enjoy it, buddy. Just, it's like he's like meditating with that hot dog. Not even eating it. Well, okay then. Let's go. Oh, what was that? Is that just us? Okay. Let's see. Hey, that's got to be that shack he was talking about, right? It's got to be. Let's get there. All right, open. Fear the moon. Hey, that's the name of the game. He's watching you. I guess those are his eyes, huh? E something B. Okay. What's in here? Nothing. Well, okay. Accidentally locked the shed on my way out. Oops. I think the key should be somewhere in the abandoned vehicle on the cliff. Also, I think something might have died in there. The place reeks. Great. Abandoned vehicle, huh? Alright, so we can't go this way. What about this way? It's locked. Both are locked. Yeah, we don't have it yet. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Hey, what's this? It's an outhouse. They said they stalked the woods at night, forever starving, forever in pain, aching to fill their empty stomachs, to feast on meat and organs. And once you hear their scratches echoing through the trees, it's already too late. Let's just close that. Nobody needs to go in there. Alright. We're looking for an abandoned vehicle. I see a vehicle over here. Hey, look, there's a house. Creepy, isn't it? Oh, James, you scared me. Oh, sorry. What were you saying? The house. You can see it from here. Yup. Oh yeah, I guess it's pretty creepy. Anyway, it's getting dark soon. Be sure not to get lost out here. Well. Okay, we got a key. Shack key. Guess we can't do anything with that screwdriver. Hey, where'd he go? That dude left quick. Don't know why that was important to do, but we could do it. Creepy boarded up house. Alright then. Hey Frost, welcome on in. How you doing? All right. All right. So, oh, this way. We gotta go back to the house. We're starting to head back to the campsite. We didn't even get the wood. Wonder if this key will open up that side too. Oh, there's a dead bird, a bag of something, bundle of firewood. It's gotten pretty dark. I should head back. Can't take any of this stuff. Oh, it has gotten dark. Look at that. Uh-oh. Oh. It was like that when we got here, chat. Alright, let's go. Look at that moon. The thing is huge. Shit. Are we even gonna make it back to the campsite? Oh, shit. Did you see it? Did you see its eyes? It's right there. Do you see that? It's following us. Oh man, we're so dead. Alright, I guess this is where it wants the firewood. Hey, are you okay? You look like you saw a ghost. I heard something weird in the woods. Oh? What did it sound like? I don't know, like a wolf or something. Huh, that's strange. There shouldn't be any wolves around here. Maybe it was the wolf man. Oh, come on now, Jack, don't be ridiculous. What? He could be real. You know the stories too. Yeah, I do. And it's made up. What's the wolf man? Just a bit of an urban legend around here. I swear I saw him in the woods one time after a party. And how many drinks did you have that night? I don't know. A few. Uh-huh. I really did see something, though. It was tall and it had those bright yellow eyes. Is that why you chose this place, Jack? Maybe. I can't believe you. I'm sure it was probably nothing. Just freaked me out a bit is all. Can we get this fire started now? It's getting cold out here. Yeah, I'm ready to relax. Fine, fine, I'll get it started. Wolfman Jack. Exactly. Ah. Fire. Now we can be warm when it eats us. You know, if we would have been cold, maybe it wouldn't want to eat us. (9 p.m.) Moon is gigantic. Jane, what are you looking at? Huh? Oh, sorry. It's just that full moon is out tonight. So it is. Sure is pretty, huh? Yeah. Well, when you're done admiring it, come get your food. It's getting cold. Okay, cool. Thanks. Hey! Aww. Fill bowl. I need a bowl first. Oh, we can't just use our hands. Jeez. I guess. Do we still have hot dogs? Nope. We gave that raccoon all of our hot dogs. You know what? We don't need to eat because we're going to be dead anyway, so... I guess we made a new friend. Here. Give it the bowl. I can't give it the food? Can I get another bowl? It's a bong. Not really my thing. Another lantern. Beer. I was hoping we could give it some of our chili, but it doesn't really give me an option to give it this food. I should sit down before I eat, I guess. Eating. Gross slurp noises. More gross slurp noises. Alright, we finished it, I guess. The wolf sees us. Nobody heard that? Can I get up? Eat bowl of stew, get bowl of stew. Yep, relax by fire. Jack. So, do you guys want to hear the legend of the wolf man? Oh great, this again. Hey, I know I can be obsessed with this cryptid stuff sometimes, but this one is really creepy. Okay, sure. What's the wolf man? Okay, so, it's an urban legend out here about the man that used to own this property. He disappeared a long time ago, and there's stories that he never actually left, and instead turned into a wolf man that lurks in the woods, attacking and eating animals and even humans. That sounds silly. It actually gets more twisted than that. He had a sort of animal sanctuary out here with lots of dogs he would take in and take care of. And he lived completely alone aside from the animals. So when he disappeared, no one knew he was gone for a long time. When someone finally came out to check on him, they found something truly terrible inside the house. All the animals had starved to death, locked inside rooms and cages, scratches and blood all over the walls and doors. Oh my God, that's awful. Yeah, and that's not even the worst part. They say some of the animals have even started eating each other. But it's really just stories told to try and keep kids from coming out here and underage drinking. Plus, with all the parties that used to happen out here, stories were bound to be made up from the things people thought they saw or heard. There's even been a few missing persons out here. Yeah, that's really why people don't come out here anymore. Cops really started cracking down on the place after that. So why are we out here? For old time's sake. Plus the danger makes it more exciting. You wouldn't want to hang out at any old campground, would you? It's okay. The most dangerous thing out here is deer and bobcats. Oh, and Jack here. Dangerously handsome, maybe. Oh, that was it? Okay. 10 p.m. But the excitement, Meta, it's more exciting. Alright, let's hold E to stand. It's been nice catching up, but I think I'm gonna head to sleep. Yeah, same. Today has me beat. Wait! Before you guys go, Jack and I have something to tell you. Oh? What is it? Well, I guess I'll just say it. We're getting married! Oh. That's, cool. Yup. Finally decided to tie the knot. Wow. I'm happy for you guys. Thank you. Alright. Dude over here. Oh, you guys go ahead. Jack and I are going to hang out a little longer, I think. Her neck would be broken. That is creepy. It's been creepier than the wolf noises. My God. Alright. Enter tent. Talk to James. You can take the tent. I'll be sleeping in the van. Van sleeping. Hey, look, we can look in the van. Hey, we can just open the van. Alright, since he said he's sleeping in the van, I opened it up, so it'll be nice and frigid by the time he gets in there. Alright. Alright, I guess we'll enter the tent. $12 a.m. now, 2 hours have passed. Alright. Fire is out. The moon is full. That was a scream. Did I just hear a scream? It sounded like it came from that old shack. I should make sure everyone's okay. Can't check on people in the tent. Seems empty. I wonder where James went. Well, so, I can't check on anybody in the tent. Does that mean nobody's in the tent? Let's see here. Get the lamp. Hey, you're probably right. Drac, jeez. Jeez. Alright. Now we can see. Spooky. I wouldn't leave the campsite. I mean, maybe we can't. It wouldn't let me go that way. Oh, wait, it was this way. I don't see the yellow eyes of the wolf at the moment. Okay. Alright, we're at the shack. Oh, shit. Something went down. Yep, still looks smelly. Alright. What's she looking at? Jane! What happened here? I don't know. Me and Jack were just out here messing around and something attacked us. It all happened so fast, I couldn't really tell what was happening. But I think Jack is hurt, like really hurt. But this thing, it's so big and fast, it just picked him up and took him away like it was nothing. I think we have to get out of here. I don't know if we can help him, at least not on our own. Okay, we should get help. Yes, we need to get to the van. But Jack had the keys. I think he dropped them somewhere in here. We have to find them. Alright, we gotta find these keys, chat. Keys! That was easy. Can we take this bat? They call me Batman. Alright, let's go. Hey, I found the van keys. Let's get out of here. Thank God. Okay, let's go. Jack? Is that you? Are you alive? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Later. I have to get out of here. I'm way ahead of you. Kriva, welcome. Go, go, get in the van, get in the van. Unlock van keys. We're already in the car. It's like, enter the car. It's like, I'm in this car. Oh shit. Damn. Oh damn, he's got our arm. He's got us. He's taking us to the house. It's loading the house, I guess. Oh, okay. Hey, there's a chest over there. My head hurts. I feel so strange, like something's under my skin. What did that thing do to me? We have no items. Chapter 2. Alone. Alright. Just a lot of trash over here. Save progress. Hey, look at that. Game saved. I could store things inside here. Sure, I guess. It's Melissa's backpack. This looks like Melissa's backpack. Yep. I should try to find her. We can carry more items now. More hot dogs, apparently. Can we touch this light? No. Right, exit the safe room. Interesting. Doesn't fully open. Okay. It's a picture of a tree. Alright. It's just a table with a big blue cloth on it. Oh, we can hide. Okay, cool. Cool, cool. It's a very ominous painting. It's a bedroom. Oh, hey. I guess we took the batteries. We can probably use them for something, huh? They're all empty. Wolfman's House, page 1. It was their sophomore year of high school, and Toby had finally convinced Michael to come here to him to the Wolfman's House. He had wanted to go all summer after hearing about the ghost dogs that haunted the property. The house was even chained shut on every entrance, so Toby brought some bolt cutters. They managed to get into the basement. Upon entering, they found a strange stone artifact, old books, and even an old sword. The artifact seemed to be inscribed with something, but not in a language either of them knew. Just some old books. The drawer seems stuck. Okay. What was that? Okay. Oh yeah, we couldn't open that door, that's right. Blood went in there. It's not real. I wish. I wonder who wrote this. No water comes out. No need for that. I wonder if it even works. Wow. Toby. It's gotta be his pocket knife. Not even gonna comment on the skeleton in the bathtub. Interesting. All the stuff we comment on, but not that. Alright, before we even go in that room, which is probably gonna trigger something, it said that drawer was stuck, didn't it? We have a knife now. A golden key. Interesting. Okay. Wonder what the golden key opens. Everything? Oh. Guess we really didn't do anything out of order, huh? All the windows seem to be barred off. Looks like a standing mirror. I wonder why it's covered. It's just a mirror. It's just a mirror. Scratch marks and blood. What was this? A lockpick, nice. Just some old books. Just some old books, okay. Let's try to make this room dark. That way we can sneak around, right? Something like that. This room doesn't have a light switch. That's weird. Seems like something's leaning against the door. Shit. Is that Melissa? She's dead. I can't believe this is happening. I need to get out of here. Some items can be combined with other items. Well, we did get those batteries, right? Yeah, look, it ripped her guts out. It's just a mirror. Did you see that? What is that? Maybe it's nothing. Uh-huh. Okay, I want to save. I want to see if it'll let me save again. Alright, game saved. Good. Yeah, we don't really have anything we need to stash away, right? Like, our inventory seems fine. It's upstairs. I don't know where the stairs are, so I don't know if I should be scared or not. Looks like I won't be getting out this way. Got all these shoes. You know, he's murdering all these people, but he still remembers to take their shoes off at the door. This has a 1 on it? Hello? Is anyone in there? I need help. Hello? Is someone in there? Sounds like someone may be stuck inside. I should try to find a way in. Can't pick the lock with this. Why not? It says red plus blue plus green. It's locked by a padlock. I can't open it. Red plus blue plus green. Yeah, RGB 255. Use sync. The sync seems... Wait, what did it say? Sync seems to work. What's that about? Blue. Green. They're all locked. Looks like it's locked by some sort of security system. It's way locked. Okay. You know, strange, I thought you'd be able to interact with one of these notes. Nothing. Interesting. Okay. The drawer seems stuck. Well, we got this pocket knife. Green key, nice. I can't get it to open. It's locked. Looks like there's a hammer in there. Yeah, the dogs and stuff that starved to death. Grab item. It looks like something might be inside of whatever this disgusting stuff is. I could probably find something to grab it out of there with. How about your hand? Just do it. Like, you're really gonna worry about grossness at a time like this? She's no James Sunderland, that's for sure. Not 9? I guess maybe a 6, but probably a 9. Ooh, glove. We can use the glove. This wood seems thin. I can probably break it with something. It's always listening. Be careful. It hates loud noises. Don't we all? Okay. Alright, let's get the thing out of the cage here. I don't even think we tried that. Oh, it says locked. Okay, doesn't matter then. A dirty lockpick. Well, we know that one sink said it was working, so we can probably go there and rinse it off, huh? Okay. Use sink, wash the lockpick. All that crud. Okay. Can't get it to open, it's locked. We'll use the lockpick. Okay, hammer. Alright, so we should be able to get those boards, I'd imagine, with this hammer. But it's going to make a lot of noise. Can't pull it off with my hands, it's fastened to the wall. it's gonna make a ton of noise. Oh shit. Well, damn. Load save. I guess maybe I had to break it and then go hide. Alright. Well, we know what we did. We can redo it again pretty quick here. Just skipping this dialogue so it triggers, if anything. Okay, good. Okay, good, good. Let's go. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't want to run, because it'll probably hear us if we run. Pocket knife. The key. Open the door with the key. Dryer, get the glove. And then we'll get the lockpick out of the thing. I wonder if we can open up other doors. I don't know. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Take it. Because now we're right next to that room. You know, we should go save again before we try to break that door down. It was just right over here. That way we don't have to redo this little section. There we go. All right. Although now we would have to get this hammer every time, but it's not that big a deal. Okay. Hey, the flashlight stays on. Oh shit. Oh no. He knew. He knew we were there. Is he just going to be stalking the halls now? I hope that was him going back upstairs. Jeez. Alright, we got the red key. We did it though. We got past that portion. Wait, was red here or was it here? Definitely wasn't there. Okay. Red was that door that lady was in, or whoever was in there anyway. Guess we don't know who it is. Wow. Uh-huh. Oh shit. That's another break. You can see it. There's something there. Shit, he's gonna hear that too. Alright, well, let's look around before we start making noise. Maybe we can read this note. Wolfman's house, page 3. The spirit box had gone off intermittently while they were there, but nothing too conclusive was said from it. Toby sat in the next to upstairs door while he unsuccessfully tried to pry it open. Then a distant crash was heard from upstairs, followed by snarls. Some sort of animal? The spirit box seemed to react to its presence immediately. First it went silent, then it started screaming, as if multiple voices. Run! 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 The moon swallows you whole... Then cutting off to a loud high-pitched static, causing them both to cover their ears. The creature above roared. Okay, we got the blue key. Blue key? This mechanism looks like it's missing a piece. 7. Alright, so smash that and then run there. Ready? Ready, chat? Alright, hide. Just hide. It doesn't know where we are. Last time it heard us go in this room. This time we can just kind of safely hide out. Although this would be complete BS, like it would totally be able to sniff us out. Oh, was there? I'm gonna have to go back and take a look at that. We do have the blue key, but I don't want to open it just yet. Oh no, we read that one already, that thing. I guess we read it when we died, so we have to reread it. Hey, Agent, good afternoon. How you doing today? Whoa. The hell was that? It looks like some sort of lever. It's too far for me to grab with my own hands. Alright, well, we know we need to get that. But we do have the key. We know the lever is for that room, so we won't have to backtrack much. Oh, what goes upstairs? There's a 5. Okay. Main control for that door. Air vents. Interesting. Can't pull it off with my hands. We don't have a screwdriver. There was a screwdriver in that one room, but we can take it. 5. Okay, what was it? 5, 7, 9. Okay, there we go. A cane handle. Okay. Maybe we can get that lever with this cane handle. It's not long enough to reach. Shit. Okay, what do we have? We have a pocket knife, a cane handle, a hammer. You know what we should do? We should probably go save after all this, huh? We haven't gone upstairs yet. That's got to be the next thing we do. Ah, saved. Feels good. Feels safe. Temporarily. What the hell is this? That's not creepy at all. Ooh, safe room key. Nice. Lockpick. Whoa, that's a long one. It pulled Michael from under the table. He screamed, but the sound was cut off as his throat was ripped out. His body went limp. Toby witnessed the whole thing. The creature began eating him on the floor. Toby used it as a chance to get away. The entrance they used seemed to have been locked somehow. He tried to open it quickly, but it wouldn't budge an inch. Panicked, Toby tried to get as far from the thing as possible. He found himself in a bathroom. A distant growl was heard, followed by footsteps. Toby jumped into the bathtub and closed the curtains. The creature entered, bashing the door down. Then silence. Much time went by. Toby opened the curtain slightly, but there it was, standing there, concealing its presence. It roared and grabbed Toby by his leg, tearing the muscle from it with its sharp teeth. It tore his stomach open as if it was going for the best meat first. Toby laid there wishing for death, but it never seemed to come. The creature wanted him alive. It wanted him fresh. Okay. Interesting. The hell was that? Entering the safe room. Oh shit, what the hell? Startled me. Jeez. Max had the taste for blood, an impossible strong bite. He lived away from the other dogs and attacked anything in sight. Then one day a raccoon found its way inside. It didn't stand a chance as Max wrapped its mouth around its neck, ferociously shaking and tearing it to shreds. There was one thing that would release Max's death grip, offering him a fresh bone to bite on instead. Alright, so I gotta find a bone, I guess. Left foot trash can. Right femur washing machine. Right humerus. Right forearm. Right foot. Right shoulder blade. Wow, there's a lot of stuff we gotta find. What? shit, I went the wrong way. Ooh. Jesus. It will float away. Oh man, very tired, didn't sleep well this morning at all. Sorry to hear that, Agent. Hopefully you can get some better sleep tonight. I hate when I don't get a good night's sleep. Okay, I guess we're okay for now. That was messed up. The game's like, oh, you can't go into your safe room now. You made noise. It's like, what? I made the noise because I thought the safe room was right there and I was safe. I guess that's why we need to go dump stuff in the inventory for this particular quest. Up until 5 a.m. and then crashed and slept till almost 11 a.m. And you have work tomorrow, so you have to sleep tonight. Yikes. Yeah, I know that feeling. Could try like melatonin or if you have any. Or if you're able to, like, shit, if you're tired, like, this sounds horrible, but try to do like a bunch of like exercise. Because that usually makes the body really sleepy. The hell? That's weird. Alright, let's go dump a lot of this stuff into the chest. Two, three, four, five, I guess. Oh, I didn't save. Crap. Alright, this game's pretty fun so far. Alright, I think there was a bone they said in here. Was it that bone? It's that bone. Okay. Did we open this? Yeah, we did. Alright, I know there's a bone in here in one of the cages. I think that's probably it. And then there's one in the washing machine. And maybe that's all of them? Holy crap. I'm hiding. Thing just tried to grab us through the floors. Yikes. Is it going up yet? It's a werewolf. And it was right there, wolf. Oh shit. Okay, we didn't trigger it. Damn. I thought I messed up. Okay. Oops. Okay, okay. Now, I think we have all the bones. I think. Maybe. Guess we'll find out. bones are missing. So we're missing one bone for sure. Alright, what are we missing? Oh, the trash can. Left foot in the trash can. Was that over here? Yeah, it was just right here. At least I missed the one that was nearby. Oh shit! Damn it! Shit! Oh, why? There was a save place right there too, and I didn't take it. Damn. Alright. Shit. You're alive! Being alive is a pro. This is true. We were not alive. Trying to remember where all the ones were. Is that thing gonna come back down probably? I bet it's scripted, I bet it does. Which is fine. Oh yeah, we already did that one. Alright, you ready? And... okay, it is scripted. I was like, is it not gonna do it? But it did it. So we'll just wait a moment here. Whew. Here, while we wait for this thing to go back upstairs, for those interested, I don't know if you saw the tweet or post about it, but one of my favorite games, I used to play this game like crazy as a kid, is now available on Steam. You used to be able to find it just by going to the open source project website for it to get the now free version. Didn't used to be free, obviously, but Classic Marathon. I love that game. They're going to do Marathon 2 and 3 on Steam at some point. You can just go to Elf1's website to download all 3 of them now without waiting, but they update the client so often that it's nice that it's going to be on Steam, because now I don't have to worry about updating them all the time. Really good first-person shooter. Had a lot of fun with it, especially 2. 2 is my favorite. But I highly recommend checking it out. Classic Marathon. You know, Bungie is going to be releasing a new Marathon at some point, but I think it's going to be completely different than the old Marathon, based on what I've seen from it so far. Like, it's almost like they're taking the name, but it may not have anything to do with the original. Hey, look at that. That's a live feed. From there, I guess? Yeah, it's got to be like right around here somewhere. That's weird. Interesting, though. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we gotta get the one in the trash can. And then we're gonna save before we do this again. And we're gonna take all of our stuffs. Okay. Oh shit, no way it heard me. Jeez. The sound effects of that thing make it sound like it's way closer to you than it is. Oh, man. Classic marathon. I want to say the original came out in like 94. And then 2 came out, I want to say 96 or 7. And then the last entry was, I think just a year later, 98. It was super interesting though. Because when they made the third and final one, they were like pretty good about it. They included a map and physics editor with it. So you could essentially just do whatever the hell you wanted to with the game. They were just kind of like, yeah, look, we're done with the game. But if you want to do stuff with it still, have at it. And the stuff people would make for it, you know, obviously was pretty interesting. Alright, here we go. We should be able to reach that now. Okay. Got the lever. I don't know if this is going to make a lot of noise. I feel like it might. Okay, it didn't. Hey, who is this dude? Oh, it's James. Jane, is that you? James, thank God you're alive. Same for you. I thought I was the only one left. I think it's just us. The Wolfman got Melissa and Jack. What? Melissa too? It wasn't supposed to be like this. What do you mean? Nothing. Look, we need to get out of here. Yeah, I've been trying, but this place is like a prison. Tell me about it. I think there's some sort of security mechanism locking some of the doors. That's how I got trapped in here. You'll need to turn it off somehow. Okay, I'll try. But will you be okay in there? Yeah, I'll be fine. It hasn't found a way in yet. By the way, are you feeling alright? You look a bit strange. I don't know. Strange? Strange how? Not sure. Just something about your eyes. Forget it. It's probably just the light. This place has me feeling crazy. Yeah, me too. Oh, and hey, before you go, you should take this. Might come in handy for you. Yup. Thanks. It's just what I needed. Even though we saw one in a tool chest before, I think that was outside of the house. Alright, so we got the screwdriver. We know pretty much exactly where to use this thing. There's a couple places we might be able to use it, so... I mean, there's obviously the one over here, but I think there was also one here? Or maybe it was in that lab? No, it was here. It was here. Can't pull it off. I know. Here we go. Can't... Oh, Z to go prone. Okay. Help if I read the instructions. Okay. Hey, we're in that room that the door couldn't open fully. It says code. Alright. Caged prey. On a farm there was a barn cat. In the day it would hide from the dogs. In the night it would hunt for rats. It loved to break their legs and watch them struggle, making them think they could escape before eating them whole. But one day the cat grew bored and saw birds by the road. And so that day it decided to hunt for crows. It snuck real close and waited for its time to strike. And when the time finally came, it lunged on its prey and it died. But what the cat didn't see was the incoming car. The car was too fast, so the cat couldn't get very far. The car hit its brakes, but it was too late. The cat had gone from hunter to prey. It's a story. Rhymes, kind of. Got another place to hide. Looks like a dead crow. Looks like a dead cat. Poor thing. I see what it's doing already. Looks like another dog skeleton. Okay, so it wants the story in order with the cages. We've seen this 100 times in Resident Evil stuff, so I think it was the dogs, then the dog died, and then the rats, and then the bird, and then the cat. No? Maybe this. Let's look at the note again. Okay, there was a barn cat. It would hide from the dog in the night. It would hunt for the rats. Dog rats. But one day the cat grew bored and saw birds in the road. Yeah, I mean... Really? Dog? Maybe cat, dog. Okay, it was the order which you heard it. 5714. Okay, good. What was that? Alright, let's save after all that. Five, 7, 1, 4. Oh, shit. Damn. Fuck, dude. It startled the crap out of me. Jeez. This werewolf ain't playing around. We need a silver bullet. You can actually buy silver bullets, but they're ridiculously expensive. Like, there's only, at least that I know of, one company that actually makes them. And they charge $150 per bullet, which is just obnoxious. Like, come on. Like, they give it to you in a nice little, like, collector's box and everything, which is fine. It's supposedly functional and all of that, but that's just ridiculous, though. $150. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. It's like if you had like a... I guess like it'd be a revolver. Like to get your pistol fully loaded with silver bullets. I mean, that's $900 just for ammunition. That's ridiculous. Not that you'd ever have a need to use that, but I don't know. You go out into the woods, firearm loaded with some silver bullets. Doesn't sound like a horrible idea. Alright, what was it? 5714? Okay, I put the code in. Did it work? Yes. I think we should be able to get out of here now. Let's go. The wolf could come any second. Yeah, he's about to die. Watch, I bet. Yeah, I'll meet you in the basement entrance. Be careful. You too. Don't let it hear you. No? Really? Okay. I'm gonna go save. I don't know where it is. Could be anywhere. I'll put that in the container. It's like the one item I'm sure we don't need now. Alright. A little shortcut through this room. I thought that was the wolf for a moment. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Alright, let's go, let's go. Chapter 3, Acceptance. Hey, I know things are rough, but it's gonna be okay. We can get out of this. I don't deserve to make it out of this. What? Why would you say that? Look, Jane, there's something I haven't been telling you. It wasn't Jack's idea to come here. It was mine. What? What do you mean? I knew the Wolfman was real. Well, I knew it was more than just stories anyway. What? How would you know something like that? Well, you know already, my dad's a cop, and people really did go missing out here. But that's not the full story. He told me they found one of the bodies. They were completely mutilated. In no way... Wait. And in no way an animal could have done that. Not even a man. There was a big hunt looking for whatever could have done it. They thought it could have been a bear or something, but they didn't find a thing. But my dad always warned me to never come out here after that. Boo! Fudge, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate that. He believed something was out here. I knew the stories. I knew it would be a full moon tonight, so I told him we should come here. And you know Jack, he's always been obsessed with cryptids, so of course he jumped on the idea. And the thing is supposed to be territorial, so when it got late, I told him about the shack, convinced him it was a good idea. I watched from the woods as the thing broke in and pulled him out. I heard him screaming. But after that I knew things were going too far, so I ran after him, but when I found him, he was dead. The creature had already eaten away most of him. I started to run, but it caught me. I screamed and tried to get away, but it just knocked me unconscious. I guess it wasn't hungry for me yet. Why would you do this? They're our friends. Because I hate him. I've always hated him. Him and his perfect life, and how he always rubbed it in our faces. Like getting married to the perfect girl. He dragged us all the way out here just to tell us that. Should have been mine. I just wanted their perfect night to get ruined. I wanted to hurt. Look, I know I'm twisted, but I really didn't mean for it to end up like this. Can you ever forgive me? No! You're pathetic. James, I honestly can't believe this. You're pathetic. Yeah, I know. I deserve that. I just hope somehow I can redeem myself. Well, you could get eaten by the werewolf so I can get out of here. What an asshole. Hey, it's a save room. Game saved. This is a nice little game. I wonder if this dev has done anything else. Something. Rotate the mirror, huh? This is clearly a puzzle. Maybe we can't do this particular puzzle yet, but in Resident Evil logic, it's probably going to go laser beam there, to there, to there, to there, to there, to here, and maybe into that? I don't know. Or maybe to here? Yeah, it's got to be here, huh? Oh, hey, here we go. It's not laser beaming right. There we go. Bam, bam. Wham-balam. Why isn't that reflecting? Or is it reflecting? There we go. Yeah, this one needs to be moved. It's not quite in position. Hey, there we go. I mean, that should be good. It's being real nitpicky, but that's okay. What the hell was that? Oh! A silver sword. Hey. Yeah, we're gonna save after that. We got a sword. We gotta try it. BS. Should be able to stab his ass. An unstoppable beast. Alright. Irresistible bloodlust. It will tear everything. It will tear out every piece until there's nothing left. A sword to kill it is hidden in the dark. Use the moonlight to show the way. Stab the beast through its heart to free yourself from its torment and pain. Well, yeah, I mean, we kind of ready, I guess. Look, I know you don't like me much right now, but we're gonna need to work together to get out of this. You won't let me stab him. I found Jack's bat. I'll try to use it to fight. You should get something too. I already have something. Are you sure you're ready to go? We need to be prepared. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Alright. Okay. Oh, we gotta let it kill him. Alright, batter up. I'm gonna break your face, motherfucker! Good. Yeah. Die, you monster. James, we did it. James? He's dead. Jane. I guess I'm the only one left. Vomits. It's yellow in color and almost glowing. Some strange chunks present in the spew. It feels as though the claws digging into your chest since you woke up finally released, and you can breathe again. I need to get help. I feel like there's an alternate ending in here that we need to try to get. But, hey, we did it. Not a terribly long game. I think all in all it took us, about an hour and a half to finish this. So that's kind of nice. Good. It was a good game for what it was, for a nice werewolf game. I liked it a lot. I liked what they tried to do with the puzzles. They definitely looked at a lot of other games like Resident Evil and stuff for the puzzle ideas. I really enjoyed it. Please consider sticking around for future ones. Yeah, if this person makes more games, I definitely would check it out. I wonder if they've done other stuff. Like, this was pretty solid for a nice little game. You think it'll kick us out to the desktop? No, it doesn't. A game by Johnny's Games. It's kind of weird. A game by Johnny's Games. So his games were a game by themselves. Let's try to see if we can get an alternate ending. I was gonna rush up and see if I could kill it. Their wolf.
Werewolf? Their wolf.
Their wolf. Alright, let's see. Is this an alternate ending, or...? Okay, no. Maybe there are no alternate endings. It doesn't look like you can save him. Which is good. He deserved to perish. Yeah, maybe if I chose the other dialogue, maybe. Otherwise, he's very, very dead. Too bad we can't go back to that save, huh? Forgive him. Thanks to my family, my cat, my friends on Discord, supporters on itch.io. Thanking your cat is important. It was there for you. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any way to do it, to go back to that spot. Wouldn't mind going back through the door and or reloading the other save, but yeah, I guess that's it. I guess it's over. I guess we finished this game. I want to look around one more time, see if I can get in that shed over there. I doubt it though. Like if I just run in a circle. Oh, we can't. We can't because we run out of stamina. Yeah, there is no other way to get this ending. It's probably just the one. Like you said, maybe it's if we had chosen the other choice, we get a different ending, but I guess that's really kind of it. What if we just stayed right here all night? The sun would come up and we'd be safe. Alright. Let's see here. I guess let's exit out. We don't need to keep seeing it. We don't have any unsaved progress. Alright, let's switch back over. here. Let's look at some stuff real quick. Let me get some music on here so it's not so quiet. There we go. All right, let's see. Does this person have any other games that they've created? Johnny's Games. Johnny's Games has no other games. This was Johnny's first game in Johnny's Games, which is already misleading because it should be Johnny Game. Or at least Johnny's Game. But that was good. This was a good thing. Like, I really hope that they keep doing stuff like this. They showed a lot of promise in making this game, that they can really throw something together. You know, it wasn't, again, the most lengthy game we've ever played, but it was fun. The story was decent. The atmosphere was decent. The puzzles were decent. Like, everything about this was, like, very solid for a nice little indie game. It's kind of up there. This is something you'd almost expect to see in some levels in a, like, the Torture Star catalog, you know, Puppet Combo's distribution company. Doesn't quite hit that because the game isn't as necessarily gritty as some of the Torture Star stuff. Like, it's got some grit in it for sure, but if you've played like Blood Wash or, you know, Murder House or anything like that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Would the other weapon change anything? What, the hammer? I doubt it. Let me pull up the achievements. What are the achievements for this game? If I can find them, I'll pull it back up on screen. Yeah, I found them. There's not much. There's not much achievement-wise. Get consumed by the monster. Slay the werewolf. Collect all the Wolfman House pages. Feed the raccoon. Be the last remaining survivors. Enter the outhouse. Bonded. That's the achievement we didn't get. If we would have chosen the other dialogue, I think it would have led to this. A nosebreaker. Hit the werewolf with the hammer. Hold on. Got that music going. Forgot to turn it off. Let me turn that off. I should have the hammer in my inventory. Gotta hit this thing with our hammer. Oh, yeah, we hit it with the hammer. It didn't do shit. And we got an extra achievement, but man, that was very disappointing. It should have had like an animation for hitting it with the hammer. Like it's stunned or steps back or like holds its nose for a minute while it will then lunge at you and rip you to shreds. That was just kind of like a nothing achievement. All right. That was a thing to do, I guess. All right, let's see real quick here. All right, get that music going back. I'm surprised it has any achievements at all for an indie game. Yeah, I mean, not maybe the largest list of achievements I've ever seen, but it was pretty good. You know, I like these indie games a lot. So many of them are just done really well. You know, granted, is this like AAA quality? Like, no, like it's not like Resident Evil 4 or anything like that. But it was fun. And I seem to have a lot more fun these days on these indie titles than a good number of the major AAA releases anymore. You can just tell there's a lot more passion put into it. But I super curious to see the next thing that this dude Johnny's Games does. The game itself is on Steam for $6.99, which is pretty great. And I know you're like, oh, an hour and a half for $6.99. I think it's worth it, especially for a person brand new on the scene for indie games. I would highly recommend going on Steam. If you can, make a purchase of this for $6.99 to show your support. If you do like it, you liked what you saw and you like playing it yourself, leave them a review. You know, we need more indie devs on the scene making quality games, and this person definitely seems like they have the ability to do some cool stuff. And if they don't get maybe enough positive reinforcement from it and enough like, oh, that was really cool and all of that, you know, they might not necessarily see the desire to keep doing it. So let's give them good feedback. If you liked it, definitely consider purchasing the game. I think it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. I'm looking through 1.6 hours. Granted, we tried to get an alternate ending, so it's really 1.5. And I stumbled across some stuff really quick, so I think that this could potentially be a good hour and a half to 2 hours for a person. Help them make a 3-hour game the next time. You know, I love these short indie games, but I really do wish sometimes we would see some longer games from these devs. You know, I think the longest indie horror game I've ever played was probably Stay Out of the House. That game was great. That was really, really, really good. Well done, well put together. Stay Out of the House is fantastic. But a lot of these indie devs, they want to just do, seemingly anyway, just want to do very short experiences. Kind of like with, Chilla's Art. I love Chilla's Art games. We play everything they release on this channel. You know, some of them are good, some of them not so good, unfortunately. I mean, everybody has their hits and misses. But you can tell they don't like making long games. Like, you can just tell. They don't like making long games. You kind of get the impression that they get bored sometimes during their game. Like that last one we played about the train. I don't even remember what it was called, but it was something about we were in a train and it just kept repeating itself. Really interesting game idea, and I had a lot of fun with it. But after you finish the first segment, the second segment was just like not really super thought out, and then it ended really quick and was over, and you're just like, oh, you got kind of bored, didn't you? Puppet Combo. I love Puppet Combo stuff. You know, Puppet Combo's been working on a new entry. I have no idea when it's going to come out. They have a demo for it up now, but I've been avoiding the demo just because I want to play the full thing when it comes out. I'm not a big person who likes generally playing demos. But the game is Sniper Killer. And I wonder when it's actually going to come out. Like, they've been... feels like low-key promoting this game for a very, very long time. And here, if you want to see what I'm talking about. Sniper Kill. I think we've watched the trailer once. We can watch it real quick here if nobody has seen this.
Guten Tag. Yes, yes. You'll be perfect.
Okay then, where do you want me?
Inside the closet lie the tools for the building of a new society.
Agent, your orders directly from the Pentagon. Make your way towards the Fun Side Carnival. You will receive further information upon your arrival.
Dress? Dress? No, no, my sidekick. No dress.
You can't just go and say that. I mean, hell, we just wrapped up the womb ripper killings, and now you're saying that some maniac is running around the city with a rifle
Let's watch the other one. It's like if Puppet Combo did a Hitman game. That's kind of the vibe I get from it. Puppet Combo Hitman. But, you know, they have the demo for it now, but they haven't given an actual release date for when that full game is coming out. Whenever it does, we'll play it immediately. I play everything Puppet Combo releases, and 90% of it has been pretty great. I think the only one that I really didn't feel that they released was it the Driller Killer or something? Power Drill Massacre? Game just feels like it's way too difficult in terms of the AI or whatever, you know, they used on the killer in that game is much too aware, and its field of view is way better than yours, to where, like, you know, you could just try to peek around a corner to see, like, oh, is he in there? And then you're dead. Trying to figure out exactly where to go in that game or anything just felt so much like luck rather than any planning or any actual gameplay. It was just like, oh, just hope you don't see it, because if you do, you're screwed. But everything else they've done has been fine. Nun Massacre was a little maybe on the low side, but that was still a pretty fun game. Hey, Vault Dweller, welcome on in. Been attentive, spot the difference. Yeah, there was one other one. I don't even know what it's called, but I think I saw In-Game playing it a while back, where he was like in a subway and he had to go through multiple tunnels and spot the differences or something. Not sure which game that was, but it looked kind of interesting. Power Drill Massacre. Yeah. I mean, Power Drill was fun. It's just, wasn't my favorite of the Puppet Combo stuff. I think, their best games by far, Stay Out of the House is the best game. Murder House is fantastic. Scary Stories Volume 1 was pretty interesting. Christmas Massacre was super interesting. Blood Wash. The Booty Creek Cheek Freak. That one's just fun to say. Nights at the Gate of Hell was interesting. The style of it that they went for, and that's escaping me. It's very much like an Dario Argento kind of a game. That was super fun. When it ended, it was almost like, oh, it's already over? Really? I felt this could go on a lot longer. Rewind or Die was really good. That was a great one. Great catalog, Puppet Combo. You know, if you like Puppet Combo games, you should definitely consider checking out their Patreon. You get if you subscribe to their Patreon, they'll give you keys to the games when they come out, so you actually, you know, do get stuff from it. But they have a handful of games that aren't on Steam or anywhere else. Plus you support the dev, which for these indie games is, you know, what's most important. I mean, they're selling these games at not that expensive prices. I mean, Stay Out of the House. Stay Out of the House is, I think, their most expensive game at $15. And it took me 9 hours to finish that game. That's pretty damn good for 15 bucks. Capcom sells us 4 to 5 hour games for like 70 bucks, so this is like a steal. Oh man, it's great that you can see the devs improving as time goes on. Yeah, that's really cool. But You know, next week we have a brand new game that we're going to be playing, and I want to say next weekend I'm going to be live for 2 days next weekend, which is a little bit different than we've done in a long time. Saturday and Sunday morning, we're going to be here playing what is, without a doubt, the most anticipated game of the year for me, and that is Hellblade 2. Sinuous Sacrifice Hellblade 2 next weekend, starting Saturday, going into Sunday. I don't even know if we'll finish it next weekend. Like, I don't know how long of a game it is. Could be short, could be long. The first one wasn't terribly long, but the first one was just so good. Just in every way. Like, that first game was fantastic, and everything that we've seen from Hellblade 2 so far just looks great. It looks really well done. In fact, let's watch a trailer for that just to hype you all up for Hellblade 2. Watch the official trailer here.
I've dreamt of this. This place of fear and fury. Do you hear it? The heartbeat of the lost ones. I can feel them on my skin. Each death, inked in blood. I won't stop fighting for them until the very last beat fades away. You want the truth? All the lives inside me tell me to let go. The shadow will always hang over me. What will I become?
Yeah, this game looks so good.
Place of
You know,
fear
and like,
fury.
granted, the trailer, because of whatever compression they used, I mean, the game when we play, it's gonna look way better than what this trailer looked like, because you can see like the compression and the fuzziness from it, because I don't know, whatever low, horrible codec
I can feel
settings they used on this video were not the greatest. But in either case, like, it looks so good. It's gonna have an amazing soundtrack.
inked in blood.
I hope the dialogue is on par with the last game. And yeah, to your point, like, you say the faces are so detailed. They made their mark on the entire video game industry with the first game using breakthrough facial capture technology. And this time they're trying to take it to whole new levels. They built a whole new studio for this game. They're trying to do stuff that they never could have done in the first game that was already good. And like, I really hope this game is good. You know, like so many games that I've been hyped up for. I'm so nervous that later this week, when I'm sure the reviews drop for this game, that it's going to be like 3 out of 10. It's my fuck. Why? You know? It's also a reason why I haven't committed to necessarily a pre-purchase yet, which kind of bums me out because I'm sure that there's probably bonuses going on with the pre-purchase right now. Is I want us to have the best experience, and this thing is coming out on both PC and Xbox, and I want to get the PC version to turn the settings up to 11. But we've seen so many games in the past couple of years that have come out and it's either better on PC or it's better on Xbox because they optimized it for one when they were making it. And the other one is clearly an afterthought where they're just like, oh, we'll patch it as we go along. So, yeah, we'll just have to see. We should know in a couple days what that is. And then Saturday, we're going to be playing it. So if that trailer hyped you up for Hellblade as much as it hyped me up, hopefully we'll be in for some really cool shit on Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. I'm waiting a long time for this sequel. I have so much to say about it. Mauser, welcome on in. Void, welcome on in. Hope everybody is doing really well, and I want to thank all of you for hanging out today for the stream. I will say though, we are going to go do a raid right now, so don't go anywhere. I'm going to get you on over to somebody who's doing some cool stuff. So hang with me for just a moment. Let's see here. Let's go. Yeah, they're checking out a game I'm actually really interested in. Let's go check out Excessive Profanity, because they're doing a game that just came out that I've actually been super excited to see. So I want to see this. Thank you all though so much for hanging out today. I really do appreciate it. As mentioned, I will be here next Saturday and Sunday doing the playthrough of Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. We're probably getting it on PC more than likely so we can turn the settings up to 11 and make that 3090 sweat. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Keep an eye out for the Go Live tweet. Follow me on Twitter and Discord. I do post it on both. Discord I think is better. You get to hang out with everybody and see extra stuff in between streams. But I do post Go Live on both. So keep an eye out for it. I'm also going to be trying to start earlier those days. You know, generally we've been starting roughly between 6 and 7ish on the normal. I want to try, leave that tentative, to move it up slightly for those streams, because I don't know how long of a game this is going to be. So I don't know. I don't think 2 a.m. It'd be a bit much, but I may want to roll it back an hour or two maybe. So in either case, just keep an eye out for that Go Live tweet in the morning so you don't miss a moment of our Hellblade playthrough. Super excited for it. I think it's going to be really, really cool. And hopefully I'll see you all there. But that is going to do it for me today. Thank you all again for hanging out today. I hope you enjoyed Fear the Moon as much as I did. Check it out on Steam. Support the dev. And I will see you all in a few days. Saturday. Later, everyone.